In this video, let's understand how you can programmatically control the screen sequence. I said one way of statically controlling the sequence is by maintaining the next screen attribute. So if you want to always call a particular screen after this screen is processed, then you can statically maintain it here, the next screen. When you do that, after PAI of this screen, the system will trigger the PBO of that particular screen, whatever you maintain as next screen, and show that screen to the user. But you can also do this dynamically. You can call various screens dynamically in your program. There are three statements that we use: call screen, set screen, and leave screen. So call screen will basically stack your current screen and call the new screen. So if you are having if you are on screen 100 and after the PAI of the screen 100, or at some point while processing the screen in the PAI, you want to leave to another screen, or you want to call another screen, then you can use the call screen statement, where it will immediately go to that screen's PBO and execute that screen's PBO modules and then show that screen. However, the current screen will be stacked. So if you click on back, you can come back to the previous screen. If you say set screen, then it works like this next screen attribute, where with call screen it will immediately call the next screen. Let's say in the PAI of 100, for example, here if you look in this screen, if I use that statement call screen in this module, then it will immediately go to that screen without executing the remaining modules. Whereas if I use set screen, then it will complete executing the remaining modules in this flow logic and then leave to that screen. That is set screen. And leave screen is basically you are not stacking the current screen and leaving to that screen. In situations where you don't want to come back to the current screen, we use this leave screen. In situations where you want to come back to the previous screen, we use call screen. For example, if you take some drill down report, on the main screen you want to show some header information, like all the header details about different documents. And to see the item level data for each of those documents, the user can double click on the document number and then you can show these item details on another screen, in a detail screen. When the user double clicks on the main screen, you are showing the detail screen, and once the user sees the details, he can click on the back button to come back to the main screen, right? So in that case, in the main screen, I'll use this call screen statement, where it will take him to the detail screen, and he can click on back button on the detail screen to come back to the main screen. However, on the detail screen, when the user is checking the item details, when he's clicking on back, he won't be coming back to this screen again, right? There is no navigation required to come back to this screen. So on the detail screen, when you click on back button, I can use this leave screen statement to go back to my main screen, right? So in any situation you don't want to stack your screens, use the leave screen statement. And if you want to stack your current screen with all the data so that you can come back to that screen, use your call screen statement. And both call screen and leave screen statements will immediately go to that screen, whichever you are calling, whereas set screen will complete executing the remaining modules in that PAI and then go to that screen. Okay, so that's the basic difference. So we'll see how to do this. So I'll create one screen. Let's say 400. I'll keep it as a normal screen. You can only call normal screens using this statement. I'll create one text. This is screen 400. Activate. Now in the screen 100, if I give 400 as the next screen, then after executing all the modules in this flow logic in the PAI event, currently it is triggering the PBO of the same screen. However, since I maintained 400 as the next screen, it will call the modules, PBO modules of this particular screen. So whatever modules you maintain here, those will be called and then this screen is displayed. So let me quickly uncomment these modules and maintain them so that we can see in debug mode. So now if I run this transaction, here we are in 100 screens PBO, so it will execute all these modules and display this screen. And when I perform any action on this screen, it will trigger PAI of this 100 screen, and after that it is calling this 400 screen, because I said next screen has 400. So it basically executed all these modules in the PAI of 100. It has executed all these modules that you maintained, and then it went to PBO of this screen, and after that it displayed that particular screen. Now if you perform any actions on this screen, for example, then it will call PAI of this screen 400, and since we maintain the next screen as same 400, so for 400 screen, if you see, the next screen is same 400, so it is going to PBO of the same screen. It is executing this PBO module of 400 and then displaying that screen. So no matter what I perform, it will always remain on this screen, right? So for this 400 screen, if I maintain next screen as 100, then after PAI of 400, it will call PBO of 100. So it should go back and forth between these two screens. So now if you see here, if I give, it's coming to 400, and if I hit enter here, it will call PAI of this screen, and after that, since I said next screen as 100, it will go to PBO of the 100 screen, execute the modules, and then display 100 screen. So it is coming back, right? So you can statically maintain these next screens by maintaining these attributes here. You can also dynamically handle it by writing the statements call screen or leave screen or set screen in one of the modules of this screen. So for example, I'll say in 100, for this 100 screen, I'm maintaining the same 100 screen as the next screen. If you maintain some screen number as the next screen, and in the program, if you use, let's say, set screen statement to set a different screen as the next screen, then what you write in the program will take priority. So it will ignore what you maintain statically and always do what you maintain using the code. So I maintain this here, and in the flow logic of this screen, let's say in this user command, I'll maintain, let's say, set screen 400, then if I keep a breakpoint here in this next module, so after when this module is called, I'm setting the screen. Let me comment this. After this module is called, I'm setting the screen as 400. Let's see if the remaining modules will be executed or not. So if it stops at the breakpoint, it means it is executing the next module. So here, when I hit enter, it is coming to this getMake_ATX module. That means it has executed the set screen 400 statement. After that, it did not leave to that screen immediately. It is still executing the remaining modules in my flow logic. After that, it will go to this screen, right? However, if I, instead of set screen, if I maintain call screen, the syntax is same. You say set screen number or call screen number. Now I'll keep a breakpoint here on this call screen statement. When I hit enter, it is executing this statement. When I execute this statement, it immediately goes to that screen. So it is ignoring all the remaining modules in my flow logic and going and executing the PB of this screen that we are calling and then displaying that screen. Okay. So with set screen, the only difference is that if you say set screen, it will execute the remaining modules in your flow logic and then call the next screen. However, if you use call screen statement, it will immediately go to that screen which you are calling. And if I say leave screen, here instead of call screen, if I say leave screen or leave to screen 400. If you use just leave screen, then it will leave the current screen. So if you want to go to a specific screen, then you say leave to screen and give the screen number. So now if I run this transaction, when I hit enter, it is executing this leave screen statement. It won't execute the remaining modules in this current screen. It will immediately go to the PB of this screen, whatever you mentioned there, 400. So if I say F5, it is going to the PB of this 400 screen immediately and then showing that screen. Okay. So from this screen, if you click on back and you want to go back to the previous screen or any other screen, right now, no matter what action you perform, PA action, it will go to this because we have maintained the next screen as 400. I'll quickly change it. So here I'll say 400 itself as the next screen. So it will be stuck on this screen. It won't come back to our previous screen. So here if I say this, it will go to this screen, and here if I click on back, nothing happens. It remains on this screen because when I click on any of these buttons, it is triggering the PAI of this screen, and in this PAI I am not maintaining anything, right? I'm not calling any, I'm not processing any actions. So what you can do is, if you want to do different actions, you can maintain the code in these modules. So you again write the code to check for OK code field. So for that you have to first assign the OK code field here. So for this screen also I'll assign the OK code in the element list. This is already defined in our program, so we don't need to define it again. However, in the module I can write the code, or else I can call the same module here also. So I'll call this module so that the same code gets executed. So all the modules that you maintain in the main screen can be called from any of the screen's flow logic. So now if I go to this 400 screen, so on this screen, if I click on back, it will simply quit the program. So in the PI of this screen, we are calling the module where we are checking for this OK code field, and it should leave the screen. So if I want to leave to screen 100, when you click on back, then I can write my code as, I'll call this module, and I'll say case OK code when back. On this screen, if you are clicking the back button, then I'll say leave to screen 100. When exit, I'll leave the program. The leave statement will basically leave by deleting everything from the memory. So now if I run my transaction again, when I click on back, it should come back to 100. However, when I click on exit, it should completely quit the transaction. Okay, so these are the statements that you can use to control your screen processing. So you can use call screen, leave screen, or set screen statements. Just to summarize, call screen will stack the current screen and call the next screen. There is a limitation on how many screens you can stack. So you can stack maximum of 50 screens. So if you are using this call screen statement repeatedly, then you will reach a stage where the stack will be filled with up to 50 screens and it will give a runtime error. So SAP recommends that wherever possible, use the leave screen statement instead of call screen statement. So unless it is absolutely necessary for you to stack the screen, don't use call screen. So that example I said where you are showing some main screen and detail screen. On the main screen, we use call screen to go to the detail screen, but on the detail screen, we use leave screen to come back to the main screen. So on the detail screen also, if you are using call screen, and if the user goes back and forth between main screen and detail screen few times, then you'll reach that stack limit and it will give a runtime error. So instead of that, use call screen for forward navigation and use leave screen for backward navigation. And then set screen will work like that next screen attribute, where if you use set screen, it will simply set that screen as the next screen, which will be called after the current screen's PAI is completely processed. So these are the three statements we use to navigate between different screens of your program. That's about the screen processing. In the next session, we'll understand something about control framework. So see you in the next video.